What is up guys, Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda on our website this week. This is going to be episode 653 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Somnolent Nook, a small attic player home in Riften, coming in at 151.3 kilobytes of a download. This is going to be located in a small attic space just above one of the iconic houses within Riften. Very easy to get to. All you need to do is head on up here, break into it via using the lockpicks, and once upon in there the key will be presented on the left hand side of the door for you to come in and out as freely as you like throughout your journey into Riften. This player home is absolutely stunning. The amount of detailing and all the other different intricate bits that are located and stuffed within this particular player home is really insane. There is custom containers stored such as food, books, bottles, and alongside of that you've got all your barrels and your chests and your wardrobes and all that other different fun stuff. It is all safe. I don't think currently there's a lot of crafting within this particular sort of player home, so if that's what you're looking for, then that's fine. This is kind of a stop and go sort of place, store your stuff and head on straight back out. But overall I think it's absolutely insane, and I cannot believe the download size for the amount of detailing that has to offer for this particular player home. Kozakowy, Falka and Saskia's armor 2K. This one is going to be 25.8 megabytes of a download. The amount of detailing and models, meshes and textures for this is absolutely insane. This is going to be the mod author's first custom armor that they've made from scratch. This is going to be a female only, sorry gents, and for this one you can find it all within the forge in the elven armor category. You will need the advanced smithing perk to create this particular set, and as you can tell there are two different sets. One is going to be the iconic blue with silver, and the other one is going to be red and black. Now the pictures in the gallery do not match what you actually get within game, not too far from it, but if you are looking to seek this particular armor or wanting to know what it looks like, pretty much it is what you're going to get on screen right now. I'm not bashing it in any way. I think it looks really nice, and as well we are very limited on consoles. Don't get me started on PlayStation 4, but for the Xbox, nowhere near graphically is going to look up to par than it would for PC, and I think the screenshots have been taken on PC, but that all scooched to the side. It is a gorgeous set of armor. It's just a little bit of a shame that this particular pack does not come with a weapon. Rodmans Axe, this one is going to be available on all console platforms, coming in at 1.2 kilobytes of a download. Nothing fancy for this particular one. It is just simply this axe is going to be available to have within game. It has its own unique enchantment, cannot be taken away from it, and honestly the damage output for this particular blade is really good. Now this one is located within the DLC. It is pretty, well, it's technically a free weapon. Head on over to the set location that this is actually in. This is going to be in its own sort of section with its own barrows, its own cave. Walk on through and you can pretty much whip this one straight out of the stone, and it is going to be yours for simply nothing. So PlayStation 4, this is actually quite nice. You're going to be getting a new blade. Technically you will have this within the game, but you won't be able to use it. It's all tricky, but you will now be able to have the access to grab this beautiful weapon within the game. CleverCharff's all-in-one collection. Now before we go into it any further, I'd highly recommend this mod if you do not have any graphics mods. Now I mean literally none. The only thing I'd pair with this would be a couple of weather mods and a water mod. Apart from that, do not get anything else. And if you're starting a fresh load order and you want to just make sure that this is configured greatly, and again it would be perfect on console, this is going to be it. Now let's knock that down to the download size. The download size is almost coming in at a strong gigabyte of a download. We do not have a lot within the load order, but the accurate sum is going to be 957.2 megabytes of a download, but it modifies a hell of a lot within the game. I'm going to name off a few things. If you want a full synopsis and description, head over to the Bethesda website and have a little look. But this one covers the mountains, mines, Nordic ruins, Raven Rock, Riften, Dawnguard, Cave, ash piles, smelters, locks, Winterhold, Windhelm, White Run, as you can tell within the footage on screen now, and much more. This is an absolute insane graphic overhaul, and I suggest you guys grabbing this if you do not have anything that dramatically changes the game and you just want something that you can pretty much download and leave within one slot. A, to make your load order look less messy, and B, easier to configure as well. I'd place this one just below the Skyrim Special Edition unofficial patch if you are rocking that, just to make this a little bit more friendly to the configuration. Pocket Crossbow, coming in at 272.2 kilobytes of a download. This mod introduces a beautiful, fully working one-handed crossbow. Now you can either wield this with a shield, it's entirely up to you, obviously depending on which hand, which is going to be the right, or for me within this particular clip, I actually wielded it dual wield and it worked absolutely sensational. This one is craftable and uses any standard crossbow bolts, steel, dwarven, fire, ice and shock, and you can aim down sights using this one if your left hand is going to be empty. Unfortunately, that feature will not be available if you do have the dual wield of them. It's going to be basic damage scaling based on your level and archery skill, and that's going to be affected by the overdrawn perk. This is absolutely insane, and a lot of people are going to be doing playthroughs with this, and personally it definitely does remind me of the Demon Hunter within Diablo. So guys, that's the end of this particular episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. This has been episode 653 within my series. Guys, if you'd enjoy, a like on the video would be very much appreciated. A subscribe if you're new around here, and click that little bell to get a notification for every single time I post a video like this to the channel. But until the next one guys, Kev here, and get out.